Hi everyone, it is me, Jordan Long here, and today I want to talk about why I do not like flying. Now, for a lot of folks who are lucky enough and don't have to go anywhere that needs them to be flying anywhere, you know, then that's good. For those who have to rely on flying to get from one state to another, that's not so good. First thing is, I'm not talking about the stronghold that flight stops have to go through. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the worth of the tags. And I'm not talking about how the seating is or how the food is or anything like that. I'm talking about what if something goes wrong with the flight craft or with the sky ship. Something that ship businesses don't like to talk about all the time. First thing they'll say is, well, first you got your breathing bag over there, and that happens if you lose squeeze in the room, and those come down, and you can put those on. Oh, and don't forget we also have the life coat in case we have some kind of crash and we land in the water or something. Yeah, but what about all the other mishaps? You don't got any set for those, right? Like you don't got any setups for runner mishap or anything like that or crashes. Well, no, we don't really have a setup for those things. You're not frightened about fear striking. No, that's why we always have a undercover lock keeper on there, you know, for those things. Yeah, but you know what? I don't really like flying because that just seems to put you in a bind when something does go wrong. And you skyship businesses like to tell everyone, or you once told everyone, you're more well up in the sky than you are down on the ground, which is bullshit. Because if something goes wrong and you're up in the sky, you're most likely fucked. As much as you are if you're on a ship. So let's not be earnest. Let's be earnest about that. Stop telling everyone they're more well up in the sky than they are down there. Yeah, I know. We used to say that, and then a lot of skyship mishaps would happen, and then we just stopped saying it because it wasn't true. Since it wasn't true anymore, you know. So I don't know. Yeah. So forgive me if I don't entrust myself to any of these skyship businesses, because I think any sky ship or flight craft that doesn't end in mishap, that Lucifer doesn't do anything bad to, is since God and Jesus were watching over them and kept them well. And then there's the one where Lucifer made something go wrong. And I don't want to be on that. Yeah. See, some folks might be afraid of flying for being up in the air, and some folks might be afraid of flying for being up in the sky. Others might be frightened of flying since they're frightened of coming down. And I don't mean the sky ship coming down over having a landing because your flight's over. I'm talking about coming down because there's some kind of mishap with the flight craft or the sky ship or whatever you want to call it. So I'm more frightened of the sky ship having a mishap while up in the sky. So that's what I'm frightened of flying. Everyone has their own grounds for being frightened of flying, you know. And even though a lot of folks like to say that flight crafts don't rarely happen, well, they tend to happen more than you think. It's just not talked about as much. but it does happen. So I don't know why folks like to say it's rare for a flight craft mishap to happen. And to tell everyone that you're more well in the sky than you are anywhere else is also a bullshit. You know? You're not really anywhere on the ground, or you're up in the sky, or on the sea. So just stop telling folks that. So anyway, if you like this film, then follow me over here at the Jordan Long Fairway. Watch the other film I made yesterday over here. I, Jordan Mulan Long, and I'll see you later. Bye.